Oh my god. Can I just say something right now, everybody? I'm really frizzling frustrated. I have recorded. Okay, I've recorded a whole hour of audio on Tuesday night. And then I lost that audio. And then I find today I come to record. I did all of this testing. I tried a new program. I've done all of this stuff. And it records the first freaking 5 seconds. And then for some reason the microphone disconnects or something. And I'm really upset about it. Because I came in with amazing non-copyright music. And I was singing. And I was using my voice changes. And then it's just all gone. And I'm heartbroken because now I don't have that joy in my heart to do that again, to come in with my non-copyright music. Also because my whole family can see it because I haven't figured out how to play it, like, not on a speaker. I'm annoyed. I'm pissed off. I'm peed off, people. I'm PMO. This PMO. Because I wanted to make this a special opening for season 1, episode 1. It's already failing, like me. I'm a failure. Maybe it suits the podcast because it's not perfect. I'm not perfect. No, I am perfect. Okay, so I'm sorry, that was really cringe. Well, welcome to the podcast, The Molly Report. Let's play a bit of... Welcome to my report, everybody. I was going to play my non-copyright music. Okay, but 2 times is 2 times too many, and I don't want to do it anymore. So, okay, so... Welcome to the Molly Report, everybody. Basically, there's going to be loads of segments. So, the first segment is something that's going to be in every single episode, and it is called the movie reviews, because I'm a person who loves movies. Basically, I've learned, guys, if you don't really have any real hobbies, aside from just sitting on your ass watching TV, you can spin that around. If someone says, what's your hobbies? You don't just say, I'm a lazy piece of shit who watches TV. That's how my parents describe me. You just say, I'm a film buff. Guys, it works a treat. Sounds much smarter than saying I sit on my fat ass and I eat greasy junk food and I just watch TV and question the meaning of life and what's the point of me being here and whether I have any purpose in the world and whether I mean anything and whether I even matter to people. Sorry, that was awkward. Okay, so basically, that is one of the segments. It's also going to be experiments with Dr. Lucilius. That doesn't make any sense right now to any of you. In fact, I was talking to my friends about it before. That doesn't make any sense to them, but you will get it, okay? And it's coming up. It's the second segment I'm doing today, and you will get it. You'll get the gist of it all after this, okay? So stay tuned for that. And then there's going to be stories about my iconic cat, Penguin the Pussy. She's literally just got to be the internet's most famous cat. Like, that's the whole reason why I'm doing this podcast, is to make my cat famous. I'll make her talk on the podcast. I'm actually going to do that. Next time she asks for food, I'll literally get out the microphone and record her so then she's talking to you guys. Literally, I should interview Penguin the Pussy. But she's got an Instagram account. Go follow her, Penguin the Pussy, on Instagram. Well, she has like a different username, but if you just search up Penguin the Pussy, it'll come up. She's an iconic cat. She's amazing. I have another feline as well. Her name's Cricket, and actually today Cricket cuddled me for the first time in like over a year, and I was so happy. I actually started crying. So, guys, things are improving on the front with Cricket, but Penguin the Pussy is still the most iconic cat in the world. Cricket has an Instagram as well, but my sister runs. Dr. Lucilius runs it. But that's kind of not as good as Penguin the Pussy. I really recommend everyone go follow Penguin the Pussy and make her famous because she's the best cat ever. There's also going to be, I'll be talking about celebrity gossip. I'll talk about anything in my life that's embarrassing or funny or anything like that happens, which I do have a really funny story for you today. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So, first up, and I will actually get out the non-copyright music for this segment. First up is going to be... No charger? Oh, fuck, an ad. Okay, everyone just ignore for a second. An ad's playing. What the frick is this ad? It's so creepy. See you next week. See you next week. Okay. Oh, fuck, another ad.
With Up and Go protein.
Oh, I love Up and Go.
With 35 grams of
Oh, I
protein.
need more protein. My dietitian told me. Okay, let's go.
No, there ain't no stopping us.
There's no stopping us when it comes to movie reviews.
Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast.
Movie reviews. Exquisite taste. Exquisite recommendations. Exquisite evaluation.
Time to show 'em who's in charge.
It's time for
Me a shooting star.
the movie reviews. Today's movie is
Shooting stars.
A Real Pain. Written and directed and starring Jesse Eisenberg, starring Kieran Culkin, and starring lots of other awesome people. And it's about two Jewish cousins, and they go to Poland, and their grandma is dead, and she's a Jewish concentration camp survivor, and they visit the concentration camps, and they visit her house. So there you go. That's my little song for you. I hope you enjoy, guys. Let me know if you want to hear more non-copyright songs. If you don't, I will make jingles for each segment, and I'll play it every time. Like they do on the radio, I'll play a jingle. But I'm just too lazy to do that right now. So tell me if you want me to do that, and I will do it. So, okay, today's movie, as you heard me saying in my little intro, is called A Real Pain. Oh my god, this movie changed my life. It was so freaking beautiful because it was hilarious and it was depressing, and I just loved it. It was like deep, but also hilarious, you know? You don't want your deep movies to be too deep. Like, you want your deep movies to have some humor in them, you know? So that's like, I just loved how funny it was while also being really deep. And I'm trying to find, I saw this movie in the cinemas with my friend Zoe Klopak, who is so smart. She's in Canberra right now playing hockey. Anyway, I saw this movie with her. And basically this movie, it's about two cousins, they're Jewish. And, you know, they've been on different walks of life. I stole that quote from my friend Zoe because I'm about to read something that she wrote. Anyway, they're on different walks of life. And they reconnect because they come into Poland. And their grandma, who died, left them some money to go into Poland and go check out the concentration camps, you know, learn about, because she survived concentration camps, and go to see her house that she lived in Poland before she came to America. And yeah, so it's like just an inspiring movie. And so basically, that is what it's about. And now I'm going to give you guys more insight. I'm going to read something that my friend Zoe Klopak wrote because she's really smart and she really worded this beautifully. And I wouldn't have been able to do this. So it's like, it's good that she's here because you guys probably wouldn't really get what the movie's about if you didn't have what she wrote. And I actually think next time I see a movie with her, I'm going to actually bring her onto the review with me. So that's going to be the plan. Anyway. So she wrote, film was funny and very moving, very interesting, and gives a deep perspective on mental health and its many challenges. Which, that is so true. Oh my god, my friend Zoe is so smart. Great story about two estranged cousins reconnecting after the death of their Poland grandmother. Yes, I said that before. Need I say more? Benji, this is Kieran Culkin's character, is a free spirit with a warm and honest sense of humor who is confident and funny. And while these traits are organic to his personality, he uses these traits to cover up the pain and sadness that lies within him. Oh my god, guys, my friend Zoe absolutely freaking hit the nail on the head with that one. She's literally so correct, and I wouldn't have worded it like that to you. So I'm so glad she's, like, her words are here. Because that is really smart wording. Like, Benji is really extroverted and he's got his humor and he lights up a room. As Jesse Eisenberg's character says, it's a good little taster for you. You light up a room and then you shit on everyone in it. And that's true. That's what his character does. That's what Benji does. He lights up a room and he shits on everyone in it because he has deep pain and sadness inside of him. He sits in his mum's basement and smokes pot and he's like a literal middle-aged man. So, you know, you feel really bad for Benji, poor guy. And then there's David. And he's a father and husband with a career who is uncomfortable with emotion but has a big heart who cares deeply about his cousin. And although they're cousins, they feel like great friends from childhood that took different paths and through a tragic event find the opportune time to reconnect. Do you see how smart my friend Zoe is? She's completely correct and she used the word opportune and I would not have thought to do that. Maybe she should just host this podcast or something, or maybe I should make her co-host. I don't know. Anyway. I'm sorry if you can't tell. I love my friend Zoe. The starting to sound creepy now. I might have to cut a bit of this out. Anyway, okay, so yes, so that is Zoe's little review. And whenever we see a movie together, I'm gonna get her to do that, or she'll come on and review it with me because she's my only friend that wants to go to the movies with me. So I'm kidding. I've got lots of friends that want to go, but she's like the most available. Okay, so basically, I have a list of questions I've written out that I'm gonna use every single episode. For every movie I review, I will use these list of questions. So the first question is level of stimulation out of 3. 1, understimulating. 2, perfect. Or 3, overstimulating. I would say it was absolutely perfect because basically in the movie, it's like the characters are stimulating enough. You don't need like what most movies have. You don't need all of the music and the sound effects, like the crazy music and sound effects. Like you don't need it with this movie because the characters have enough themselves. And so literally the whole movie is just piano music the whole way through. And it's really beautiful, and I love it because it doesn't overpower the characters. See how smart I sound right now? It doesn't overpower the characters, and I love that. And it's also just nice. I just love the piano. I've just started taking piano lessons. I need to actually practice. I haven't practiced in a while. Anyway, I just think it's great. And so I think it was perfect level of stimulation. You know, some movies can be really overstimulating nowadays, and I'm someone, I do like that. I like to be overstimulated. Like Beetlejuice, one of the best movies I've ever watched. That's the second Beetlejuice that just came out. It's quite overstimulating, but it's like, I loved it. It was like if my brain was a movie. You need to go see that movie as well. It's another recommendation. It's Beetlejuice, people. It's like if my brain was a movie, that movie. It's so freaking good. I've been saying that right now. Freaking. I'm being saying that instead of swearing, because my dad gets mad at me when I swear. Anyway, so, my next question is, my locked-in levels while watching the movie out of 10. 1, started a whole new task. 10, locked in AF. I would say my locked-in levels were about an 8. And the reason why I take away 2 is because, well, when you're in the movies, sometimes it can be hard to focus because you've got other strangers around you. So, I saw this with Zoe. It was me and Zoe, and then it was 2 elderly couples. It looked quite wholesome. But, you know, it can be distracting. Although they didn't really distract me, so I don't know why I'm talking about this. I mean, they do in other movies, but this movie, that doesn't really happen. Like, these elderly people were great. They just giggled with the jokes, so I was giggling too. But, you know, that can happen, you know. And there was just some times where I just zoned out and I thought, oh crap, I didn't listen to what he just said. And when I watch movies at home, I rewind when that happens. But, you know, when you're in the movies, you don't really get to rewind. So I'm definitely looking forward to renting this movie when it comes out, or if it's on Netflix or something, watching it and, like, you know, watching it again and seeing if I catch anything I missed. But I was pretty into most of it. I was pretty locked in the whole time. And yeah, I think that's pretty great. Like, a good movie you can lock into easily, and that was this. So, and I'm someone who, I struggle to lock in. And this movie, I was pretty locked in. Okay, so next question is my care factor for the characters out of 10. From 1, I don't give 1 F about them, to 10, obsessed with them, I either want to marry them or I'm literally them. I would say I'm obsessed with them because I really care about them. I really care about happiness for, especially like a Benji. I see a lot of me in Benji. I mean, I'm not alone living in my mum's basement smoking pot, but I see in Benji being like an extrovert, but then also like not having much of a filter and like having some mental illness that you cover up with your little comedy. Guys, I'm already getting deep. We're 15 minutes into episode 1. I'm already getting deep, bro, on the Molly report. Sorry, why did I say bro like that? That was really cringy. I definitely care a lot about Benji for that reason. Like, when you see yourself in character, you care a lot more about them because we're all narcissists, basically. And then, I really care about David too because he really tries his hardest. He's really caring and empathetic, and he really cares about Benji. And you understand his frustrations with Benji. But he also loves him so much. It's like he loves him, but he wants to change him. Like, he wants him to change, but he loves him. You know what I mean? And you kind of just spend the whole movie feeling a bit sorry for his character because he has to put up with this crap. And, you know, you really care about him. So I would say I was literally at like a 9 level of care factor. The only reason why I don't say 10 is because I'm saving that spot for characters like Paddington. I have a 10 level, actually I have to say 20 level care factor for Paddington. He is amazing. I love that. That's the best cinematic character of all time is Paddington. And Beetlejuice. And Spider-Man. Who else would I put as a 10? I would say, Leslie Knope from Parks and Recreation. And Andy from Parks and Recreation. And April from Parks and Recreation. And Tom Haverford from Parks and Recreation. You should definitely watch Parks and Recreation, people. Okay, so, yeah, so I put a 9. My favorite character, I mean, I kind of just touched on this, it's definitely Benji. The reason why Benji's my favorite character is because I get what that's like to kind of not really, like, to have feelings that other people don't have. You know what I mean? Like, to be a person in a room that feels really strongly one way, and the other people in the room don't understand it. I kind of know what that's like. And also, like, you know, kind of covering up everything you feel with just humor, you know? And this just got really depressing really fast. So I'm going to go to the next question. Oh, actually, no, I need to go backtrack because I also love that Benji's also my favorite character because it's played by Kieran Culkin. And I love Kieran Culkin. He's fantastic. He plays Kevin's cousin in Home Alone because his brother plays Kevin. He's in this great movie I saw called Igby Goes Down. I really recommend everyone go see that movie. It's amazing. It's about, like, some people say it's just like Home Alone 2, but he's grown up. And he does drugs. No. That's a good movie. I would say, like, it's about, like a 17-year-old boy. Like, he's kind of troubled, and he's like trying to get out of all the boarding schools and military schools that his stupid mum keeps putting him in, and he just wants to be independent, so he's, like, hiding in New York. That's a great movie. I really recommend everyone watch that movie. And he's also in Succession, Roman Roy. I haven't watched all of Succession, but the bit I have seen, like, I've probably watched about a season and a half of Succession, and it was literally just for Roman Roy. I couldn't give a toss about any of the other characters, because Roman Roy is iconic. He's a diva. Okay, so the next question is my entertainment levels on a scale of Oppenheimer. That means I freaking hated Oppenheimer. I actually just need to talk about this because it's episode 1. I need to make my feelings on Oppenheimer extremely clear. If you love Oppenheimer, click out right now because things are about to get violent. Okay, I hate that movie. I went to the cinemas to watch that movie with my parents and my sister, and I literally fell asleep. It was so boring, and the only interesting part of that whole movie was when the bomb went off. That was the only interesting part. The rest of it was shit. You wanna know why I don't like that movie? I think you need to be really smart to understand it. It feels like a mockery of stupid people. Or not even stupid people. Just normal level intelligence people. It's like you're mocking us. Or also, just intelligent people in general. It's like the super intelligent are mocking the intelligent. I don't like it. They could have tried to make it a bit more understandable. A bit more comprehensive. I don't know what that word means because I'm stupid. And I think anyone who likes that movie, especially people like my age, if you say you like that movie, you're a freaking liar. You're just trying to sound smart. And I'm sorry to all my friends that like that movie, but you're literally lying. Like Christopher Nolan. Like, bro, Christopher Nolan's a great guy. He made Interstellar, but, like, who cares? Like, stop trying to seem so smart, mate, because it's really boring. Like, yes, it's like, if you put a few more bombs going off and, like, showed a bit more of the, you know, effects of the bombs, I would care a lot more. But that movie was so shit because it was barely about the bombs. It was just people talking in gibberish the whole time. It was so boring. And you also don't understand who any of the characters are. Everyone's just trying so hard to seem smart with that movie, and I just hate that the world does that. And then it wins all the awards. It's like, that's not what movies are about. Movies are about enjoying them and, like, feeling the emotion. And Oppenheimer was not that kind of freaking movie because no one could understand it, aside from the super smart. And there's probably lots of people listening to this right now, and they'll be like, "You didn't get it." Well, yeah, I didn't get it, and I don't think you even did either. So shut up. Sorry, that was violent. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on Oppenheimer. And then entertainment levels on a scale of Oppenheimer to Paddington. Oh my god, people. Paddington, the Paddington trilogy. Let me just say, because I did see Paddington in Peru yesterday, and that will be next week's review. Paddington trilogy. Best trilogy of all time. But I might actually change this entertainment levels on a scale of Oppenheimer to Paddington trilogy, not just Paddington. Yes, the first movie is amazing, but so is the second and the third, and I will be doing the review on the third. Who doesn't love a movie just about a cute little British bear? It's so freaking cute. Oh my god, I love saying that word right now, freaking. But it is, it's so cute, guys. He's so cute. He's British, and he wears a little hat, and he has a coat, and he goes on adventures, and he surfs behind a bus. And and he's in jail, and he cooks marmalade sandwiches for everyone in jail, and he makes all of their pajamas pink, and I just love him so much, guys. So, really, that's just a cinematic masterpiece in my opinion. A movie that, like, you just feel really comforted by, and, like, you just, like, if you're having, like, a really, like, terrible time in life, and, like, you can't sleep, put that, and, like, you put the movie on that you feel safe with, like, that, to me, is an indication of a good movie, like, a movie that makes you feel safe. That was really deep. I sounded really deep just then. I'm proud of myself for that sentence, guys. Make the most of that. You're not going to hear much of that. But yeah, it was really, like, Paddington trilogy, best movies ever. And that's why I put it on there, because Paddington is a movie with action. You understand it. It's funny. Oppenheimer has none of that, except for the one little bit where the bomb goes off. That's it. So that's why I've done that and on that scale. So anyway, for A Real Pain, I put the scale up to about, I say it's close to Paddington. It's not like Paddington or Oppenheimer. It's a completely different movie. But in terms of, like, entertainment levels, I put it near Paddington. Like, it's literally right next to Paddington. Because it doesn't have as much action as Paddington. It's more of a deeper movie than that. So I put it right next to Paddington because it was really entertaining. It was probably just as entertaining as Paddington, but in a different way. Maybe I will put it on Paddington then because of what I just said. It's around Paddington. It's nowhere near the absolute shitness of Oppenheimer. That's the worst movie ever made. I freaking hate Oppenheimer. If anyone tries to mention that they like Oppenheimer to me, you will get a rant. I'm sorry. Like, I do have friends that have received rants from me, and I'm sorry to them. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry about it at all. That movie's so shit. It didn't deserve any of the awards. It didn't deserve anything. No one should have wasted their time making such a boring movie. You know what? I'm going to switch up the writers of this movie. I think that's who is to blame. It's not the actors, the writers. Okay, they all suck. They could have at least tried to make it a bit more understandable. Idiots. Anyway, okay, so the next question is strength of plot out of 10. I'm literally going to give this about a 10. No, I'll give it a 9 because I'm saving the 10. Seriously, this movie was so good. It's definitely my list of favorite movies. And it was a really good plot. Because, again, I talked about this earlier. I just like that it's really deep and emotional and depressing, but there's humor in it. Oh my god. There's humor in it. Sorry, why did I say it like that? I'm seriously, I sound like a freaking 2-year-old. But there was humor in it, and I love movies like that. Like, movies that are depressing but hilarious, they are the best. Because you don't want to watch a movie that's too depressing. I think I already said that, but you don't want to. Because it makes you feel bad. If it's depressing and funny, well, you know, you get a little escape from those little moments of humor. So definitely, I put that at a 9. Next question. Would I watch it over and over again? I think so. Definitely. I'm definitely planning on it. I mean, maybe I'll watch it a second time and third time and fourth time, but maybe after the fourth time I'll have to take a break. And then I'll watch it like a fifth time, like 2 years later. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I will watch it over and over and over and over and over again. But yeah, definitely. It's that good. Seriously, it's funny, it's comforting, it's emotional. It was really good. Next question. Would I make TikTok edits of it? Yes, I definitely would. I would make, okay, guys, literally on my edits account, guys, go follow, got 13,000 likes on my most recent one. Yes, that's my embarrassing thing I'm going to say right now. But everyone, I have an edits account on TikTok. And don't make fun of me because don't act like you don't have lots of edits saved. So just piss off, okay? It's fun. And I don't have a life. So just let me do what I want to do. Anyway, sorry. Okay. Would I make TikTok edits of it? I would make a diva edit of Benji. No, diva is a female version of the hustler, of the hustler, for sure. We'll make a really good diva edit of him. But I'll also make a depressing vent edit of Benji. It's like a really sad, slow song. So yeah, I'd make an edit. Will I though? Probably not, but I would. If I had to, I would. Although I might, maybe later. Who knows? Will I make it my whole personality for a month? Okay, this is what I don't know how to answer this one because it's kind of been all ever since I've seen it. I saw it a week ago. It's kind of all I can think about. But it's like I'm not talking about it to everyone like I do with some other things. So it's like it's internally my personality for a month, but not externally. You know what I mean? So I think that's my answer. It's internally my personality for a month because for some reason it's all I can think about. So anyway, overall review. Was it dog shit that has been ran over and got all over the tire and now leaves marks all over the road that get on your shoe? Was it a nice drink of water? Not great. Not bad. Or was it if getting back into a warm bed after getting up to pee in the middle of winter was a movie, which means amazing. I would say this movie was for sure if getting back into a warm bed after getting up to pee in the middle of winter was a movie. Because, you know when you get up in the middle of the night in winter and you have to pee, and then you get back into your super warm bed, you just feel... I've never felt happier than I do in that moment. You feel so happy. You feel so relaxed. You feel comfortable. You feel safe. And that, I think... Okay, the movie doesn't make you feel happy or relaxed, but it does make you feel safe. But it's also really depressing, so maybe not. But I do put it at that level. It is that amazing. It makes you feel emotions that are as amazing as the emotions you get when you get up to go pee in the middle of the night and then you come back into your warm bed. So, yeah, there you go, guys. There's the movie review. I've spent a whole freaking half of the podcast on this movie review, so I've got to go through the other segments quite fast. But, yeah, next up, well, I'll show you what's next up. Okay, guys, now...
It goes to red.
I know.
When you talk.
Shush! Let me introduce you. Guys, now it's time for the next segment. And that segment is... Drum roll. The experiment segment! Yay! And here I have the doctor who does experiments. Dr. Lucilius!
Yay!
Not a hello, like, say hello.
Good evening.
Yes, because she's a doctor, so she's very smart. Okay, so...
Tell them about how I'm your twin and everything.
Oh, and she's my twin.
It's probably just our friends listening to this, though, so you probably already know.
Yeah, like,
But if, you know.
Lucy is my twin, if you didn't know, if you're a stranger, but you probably aren't listening if you're a stranger because you don't care about me. So, anyway. So, we are going to do all kinds of awesome experiments on me. I'm the subject. We might have other subjects over time, but as of right now, I'm the subject. So,
We'll try and get as many done as we can with Molly.
that was so professional sounding.
Yeah, I'm like a doctor.
Yeah.
Lucilius.
So, what I'm gonna do? What am I? Such a blabber, guys.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, what we did is we tested an energy drink on me because everyone has wanted to know. Like, everyone in my life has wanted to know what an energy drink would do to me because I'm already like I'm on an energy drink.
And she has ADHD.
Yes.
And she's, like, wired all the time.
Yes.
So people are like, the number one joke when people will, like, talk to Molly is like, oh, Molly, I wonder what you'd be like if you had caffeine. Like, I feel like you'd be crazy.
Yes.
Like the Chipmunks, when they had iced coffee in that movie.
Yes. Anyway, so we did that. I got myself a Monster. I got the ultra peachy Keen flavor because I've actually tried that flavor before. Like, one of my friends had it, and I loved it. So I got that.
And it smells like the really nice peach gummies.
Yes, it's quite nice. So this is 0 sugar, which I think are all Monsters 0 sugar.
Well, every Monster can I've ever seen says the 0 sugar thing.
Yeah.
But I don't drink energy drinks.
Well,
I don't drink energy drinks, I said, because I don't think Mike picked that up.
I'm going to start drinking energy drinks, and
Well,
you're going to find out why.
yeah, here we go. So, Molly started drinking the energy drink at 8 p.m. on Monday night.
Yes, because we chose 8 p.m. because it's a bit more wild, a bit more dramatic.
Yeah, nighttime and things like that. And so we retested a few different levels. So her energy levels at that time when she first started drinking it were at 6, or before she started drinking it, were at 6 out of 10. Her anxiousness levels, because she does have anxiety disorder, so that's something also extra to account into it. And her anxious levels were 4 out of 10. Then her sleepiness levels were 5 out of 10. And her hallucinations and voices were no more than usual.
See, that's a freaking hilarious joke, but Lucy just butchers it. Like, because I've already recorded this episode once, everyone, as I told you at the start. And Lucy butchers that joke, so that's why I've got this amazing board with all of the sound
I
effects.
think it was worse.
I think it was. Anyway, good joke.
Thank you. Then we checked back on these levels every hour. So at 9 p.m. her energy was 6 out of 10 still. Her anxiousness levels were 5 out of 10. And her sleepiness levels were 6 out of 10.
So, what does that indicate, Doctor?
The energy has stayed the same. Anxiousness had increased by a little bit. and sleepiness had increased by a little bit.
Yes. Are you paying attention, everyone? My sleepiness increased. Next up.
10 p.m. Her energy levels were down to 5 out of 10. Anxiousness was back to 4 out of 10. And then sleepiness had increased again to 7 out of 10.
7.
And just to note, she finished the drink just before 10 at 9:39 p.m.
Okay, yeah, it's quite a big can, so it took me a while to go through it, guys. You need to see the... I mean,
Even though it is only 500
you've all probably
mils.
seen a monster before. Yeah, well, it's like a skinny can. I don't know. Well, it took me a hot minute, but I did drink it all. So yeah, guys, it increased my sleepiness. Now keep going.
Then at 11 p.m., her energy was 5 out of 10. Her anxiousness was 4 out of 10. And her sleepiness was 5 out of 10. So sleepiness... No, what was it?
I think you just wrote energy again. I think I said my sleepiness was 7. Lucy's a dumb doctor. Actually, that's something I want to talk about, guys. There is a chance I could be auditioning for new doctors soon because Lucy has not been doing a very good job. She was terrible. Actually, can we talk about this? You were terrible.
I didn't even ask for this job. I think it's like a compliment that I'm doing this.
She was so lazy she wouldn't get off her ass. So I was like, I'm your subject. You need to be making sure that you're assessing me every hour.
But it's not like I wanted to do that. Like when a patient usually goes to a doctor's office to get checked, so you should be coming to me.
But you're... What?
Like if you want me...
But that could be an extraneous variable. If I get up and walk to you, that uses up energy. And that's an extraneous variable because then that alters my ability to give you my energy rating.
Well, you should at least be paying me for my services then.
You're getting fame. Look, you're on the podcast. Be grateful.
Okay.
See, guys, she's so ungrateful, so I could be auditioning for a new doctor soon. So keep your
I-
eyes peeled. I'm going to give her a bit more of a chance, because second chances. But I could be looking for a new doctor.
I appreciate being on the podcast and having my own segment.
Thank you.
I need this.
That might have been too late. Anyway.
And then and sleepiness levels must have been 7 out of 10, but I wrote the wrong thing. And then 12 a.m., her energy was 5 out of 10. Her anxiousness was 4 out of 10, and her sleepiness was 7 out of 10.
I was still quite sleepy.
And so the time that she fell asleep was at 1 a.m., but that was only because she was watching YouTube. She was
Yes,
sleepy.
okay, guys, let me just say this. That is normal. Falling asleep at 1 a.m. Like, last night I was up till 3. Like, that is very normal.
That's early.
Exactly. Like, especially because I don't go to school anymore or have a job, I've been sleeping in. So I don't go to sleep super late. I just watch YouTube. I was watching Minecraft YouTube. So I was procrastinating going to sleep. But then I will add, then later on, I woke up about 2 hours later. Maybe 2.5. It was about 3:30. And I did stay up for like an hour or two. And I was a little bit paranoid because you had a light on in the lounge room. And I
Why
thought
was
that
it-
meant something had happened.
Yeah, why? Like, what were you scared of having had happen?
Like someone died or something. Anyway. But that's pretty, like, normal. I don't think that's to do with energy drink. And I was watching my favorite Minecraft YouTuber streaming. So that is probably, I've kind of fallen asleep a bit. So I really think that this energy drink had an opposite effect on me. Like, it made me...
Sedative.
Because I'll say, like, when I drank it, it kind of made me feel how I feel after I have a cup of tea. Like, a nice cup of herbal tea that calms me down before bed. Like, it gave me, you know that, like, slow, calming heartbeat you can get after, like, a nice hot cup of tea? That's what it gave me. So I really think, like, it had an opposite effect on me. And I did think it could because I've got ADHD. But the thing is, right, is I used to, when I was younger, had a real problem with going to sleep if I ever drank Coke after 2 p.m. I couldn't sleep. But now I can drink like 10 Cokes and then go straight to sleep. So maybe I was having a reaction to the sugar and not the caffeine. Like, we thought it was the caffeine, maybe it was the sugar. Or maybe it was the caffeine and something's just changed in, like, my brain chemicals. I don't know. Maybe we should get a real scientist in on this to, like, figure this out. So, yeah, I really wasn't sure what it was going to do. So, this is Lucy's summary notes now. Oh, sorry, Dr. Lucilius's summary notes.
Yeah, don't call me Lucy. Dr. Lucilius. Thank you. So general notes are that she spoke in fluent Latin at approximately 11 p.m. So, no different than usual.
So funny, Lucy.
Another note is that
Sorry. I accidentally clicked it again. Sorry. Okay.
Another note is that she stared at the wall laughing for 40 minutes at 12:30. So once again, no changes in her behavior. That one's a better laugh. I think it's that one. And so I did actually do a little bit of research and did a summary the next day. So the energy drink here's what I wrote, word for word. The energy drink seemed to have the opposite, a more sedative effect on Molly. This could be due to her ADHD and already energetic nature. I sound like a news reporter. And after conducting further research, this may be due to her imbalance in neurotransmitters like dopamine, which is what occurs in people with ADHD. The caffeine can affect these neurotransmitters, and because their brain chemistry is already different, a different response can occur.
Bro really whipped out the psychology for this.
And you say I do nothing for this.
No,
job.
that was quite good actually. That could high chances of being kept tired.
There you go.
So thank you very much to Dr. Lucilius.
Thank you.
Now get out of here.
Last time
You PMO.
What does that mean?
This PMO.
Last time you wanted me to sit in the corner.
No, I want you to go away. See ya.
Bye.
Okay, now get out. So yeah, that was Dr. Lucilius. Hope you all enjoyed that segment. So now I've got a couple more smaller segments I'm gonna be talking about. So it's time for me to talk about celebrity gossip. Heck yeah. I was about to say hell, and I said heck, and when I went helk yeah. Guys, it's time to talk about celebrity gossip. Okay, obviously this week was the Golden Globes. Now, the main thing I want to talk about to do with the Golden Globes is Zendaya's engagement ring. Guys, are TOMDAYA engaged? Yes, I think so, because, listen to me. They have been hinting at it for a long time now, and they've been talking about when they'll have kids and blah, blah, blah. We've been waiting for this engagement to happen, and it's happening. I think it's happening, and why else? People are like, no, let's let them announce it. I'm sorry, but why else would Zendaya come with an engagement ring? She knew that was going to send to spiral, so obviously that means it's true. She wouldn't just do that to mess with us. She wouldn't just show up with a ring on the ring finger. No, I don't believe it. And also, I saw this other TikTok that said, if the ring didn't convince you, this will. And it's a clip of Zendaya of the Golden Globes talking to somebody, and the person is pointing at the ring and holding onto her finger with a ring and looking at it and talking about how beautiful it is, and she's got a big smile, and she hugs her, and it looks like she mouths the word congratulations. That is clearly something that happens with the engagement. That does not happen if you're just wearing a random ass ring, I swear, guys. So they're definitely engaged. And Tom said that if they have kids, he won't ever act again. So I really hope they do wait to have kids. I mean, that probably means they'll wait till after the Spider-Man contract, because I think there's still a few more movies on the contract. So they might be waiting to have kids, but they're definitely getting married. And little Noon, the dog, is going to be so happy. And maybe he'll be the ring bearer or something. That'll be actually really cute. I hope that they share pictures of their wedding, because that would really hurt if they didn't. Kind of what Millie Bobby Brown did. I hope that they do that. But what if they don't? Because they're kind of private, but also not. They kind of talk about each other all the time. It's they're really cute, but sometimes I just think, okay, I get it. Sorry, no, I'm going to get cancelled. I'm going to cut that out. Anyway, so, yeah, that's my thoughts on the Zendaya and Tom stuff. I did have another thing about the Golden Globes that I want to talk about, but now I've completely forgotten it. I think I will actually just say, the Golden Globes, the speech this year, Nikki Glaser, that was one of the best kind of opening speeches we've ever had. I don't sit and watch the Golden Globes because I'm in Australia, so it happens at a time when everyone's out and about for me. I think it happens in morning time. I don't really sit and watch channels in the morning time. And so I didn't watch it, but I always watch the speeches on YouTube, and she was so funny. She goes, Timothy Chalamet, you've got great eyelashes on your top lip. Oh my god, that was so funny. It literally made me go like this. It made me go crazy. And she also said, I'm scared. Ariana, hold my finger. Oh my god. That was actually hilarious. That actually was, oh my god, that was freaking funny. And then, what else happened that I found funny? She said, Gwen Powell has been everywhere. In the Twister movie, blah, blah, blah. And in her head when she's having sex with her husband. Oh my god. That was hilarious. I was actually, cracking up. So props to you, Nikki Glaser, for your amazing speech, because it was better than any of our speeches I've ever seen before. So good job, Nikki Glaser. Here's what I'll give her a cheer, even though she would never listen to this. There you go, Nikki Glaser. Hope to meet you someday. Even though I don't really know who you are. I don't really know what you do, but I saw her on the Rob Lowe roast, and I saw her on this, and both times she's been funny. So I'm guessing she's a funny gal. So yeah. Now, the other thing I want to talk about, we've moved on from that segment. For the next segment, I'm going to talk about something funny that happened to me this week. So basically, I walked into my pediatrician. It's my final appointment with my pediatrician, because I'm 18 now, and a pediatrician is a kid's doctor. So that was my final appointment with him, and basically whenever he sees me when I'm like it's like 5 p.m. on a Friday at the end of a school week. So he doesn't really see me when I'm in my brightest of spirits, because who is going to be like yappy and energetic at 5 p.m. on a Friday after a whole week of school? And especially the last time he saw me, I was in crisis. So I was especially different the last time he saw me. So this time, right, okay, and he put me on new medication, right? So this time I walk in to the room and I'm so, like, it's a Tuesday morning. I'm so upbeat and I'm being so chatty. I'm just, like, being so energetic. And I'm, like, I waltz in with my pink hair and I tell him about this podcast. Oh, my God, guys. I'm not kidding when I tell you the doctor thought I was in a mania. Isn't that wild? Bro thought I was in mania from the medicine he gave me. And I'm actually can't believe that. Because I was just being my personality. And my mum had to, like, say to him, that's her personality. So that's a really fun thing that happened to me this week. My pediatrician thought I was in a mania when I was just being myself. Yay. Love that happens when I'm happy. Okay, the other funny thing I wanted to say to you guys is a penguin moment. Because I want Penguin to become the most famous little kitty cat on the earth. There was a moment where I walked into the lounge room, right? And she's on the couch and she's fully spread out on the couch. And she's literally, like, normally when she's in this position, okay, so it's like her back legs, they're on the head, like the back of the couch. And then the front of her, like her front legs and her head is like lying down on the couch. And I hope you guys can visually see that. And she's all fully stretched. Penguin likes to stretch and man spread a little bit. Her legs were kind of man spread. And normally when she's like that, she's sleeping. And maybe she was sleeping, but her eyes were wide open. And it looked so creepy. I thought, are you possessed? Like, are you getting... What's it called when they get rid of a demon? I can't think of what it's called. Damn it! But anyway, she was fully, like, possessed. Like brought up to the sky. She was going off to hell or something, and I was really freaked out. And I shook her, and she was still the same, and she wouldn't, like, snap out of it. And then eventually she did. And I was really relieved that she lived. So there you go, guys. Highlight of Penguin's week is that she wasn't turning into a demon, although she could have been. We never know. We need more time to actually assess that. And she didn't die. So be glad Penguin didn't die, everyone. That's a little highlight of the week. The last thing I want to do for this podcast is I want to recommend everyone a song to listen to. So, I'm going to try to pick songs. Like, I obviously can't play songs because copyright. But I'm going to try to pick songs that I recommend everyone listen to for a week. Like, for the week. Like, it'll be song recommendation of the week. And, because I can't play it, I'll sing it for you. And by the way, when I recommend a song, I'm going to try and make it like, I'm going to try to steer away from songs that are either on the top charts or trending on TikTok. I will probably pick songs that are quite well known and quite, like, you know, I'm not someone who listens to super, like, indie music, but I'm probably going to pick songs that aren't, like, trending, because then that's not fun for you guys because you probably have already heard it. And there might be songs I suggest and you've already heard it, but hopefully I'm just going to try to make sure there's at least some people who haven't heard the song I say, so then I can have a nice little surprise. And be like, the Molly Report recommended this song on the podcast. So, that's what I'm going to do. And this week's song is called All My Favorite Songs by Weezer. And it's such a banger. And it's, my friend Will loves it too. And he's like a really good musician. So, like, indicates, so, like, me liking that song is, like, good music taste. It's such a good song. And I'm going to give you guys a little demo of it right now. Ready? Okay, the song was released in 2021 by Weezer. I believe it was a single for their album in 2021. Anyway, so I don't remember what the album's called, but yeah. Okay, so here we go. Here's a little demo. All my favorite songs are slow and sad. All my favorite people make me mad. Everything that feels so good is bad, bad, bad. All my favorite songs are slow and sad. I don't know what's wrong with me. Ooh, ooh. I don't know what's wrong with me. Ooh, ooh. I love parties, but I don't go. Then I feel bad, and I stay home, because I need a friend. I like spacing out when somebody talks. I want to be rich, but I feel guilty. I fall in love with everyone who hates me. All my favorite songs are slow and sad. Okay, so that's enough. I feel like I gave you guys enough of a demo there. So, yeah, it's a great song. So I really recommend everyone go listen. And actually, there's 2 versions of this song. So, guys, bear with me right now. I'm about to confess something to you. And this might be more anxiety-provoking than literally coming out as gay. I think this will be harder than it is for people to come out as gay, me confessing this to you guys. And I can't believe I'm confessing in episode 1. Guys, I'm an AJR fan. I'm sorry to disappoint. Please don't click off. Please don't click off the podcast, guys, because I am. And I'm sorry. I feel like people are too mean to them. Maybe I'm just too weird. I don't know. But I love it. I can't resist it. It's an illness. It's overtaken me. So I even make edits of them. It's literally an illness. I'm sorry, guys. Please don't hate me. Please be my friend. Anyway, so still listen to my podcast. Anyway, but if there is anyone out there who's an AJR fan, I think I'm the only one. No, I'm kidding. My friend Tanner is. Anyway, if you are a fan, I recommend you listen to also the Weezer version. The AJR version of this song, All My Favorite Songs of Weezer. They collaborate with AJR. It's got a lot more like technological sounds to it. And it's a lot more like it's kind of because the original song is quite upbeat, but it's like more upbeat. Like this the AJR version's more upbeat, and the original is a little bit more scaled back. You know what I mean? It's the original version that has like violin and stuff, and the AJR doesn't. It's a lot more techy. It's a lot more. I don't know my big music words, but so I love both songs a lot because they both like appeal to like different moods of mine. So I definitely recommend that everyone, try out either of them. If you hate AJR with passion, then you don't need to listen. But I say, like, if you hate AJR, don't ignore either of my review because my friend Will hates AJR and he loves the original All My Favorite Songs. He's a big Weezer fan, so he's a good musician. He has good music taste and he hates AJR, so I really wouldn't ignore me, guys. Listen to the original, and if you happen to be a weirdo like me, listen to the AJR version. I don't care, but that's it. There's my little recommendation. And yeah, so now, wait a second, I didn't give you guys a demo of the AJR version. Okay, because the second verse in the AJR version is different to the original song. So here we go. I'm a yes man, because I don't want to know myself. Wish you the best man. I don't know what's on your best bet. So mom and dad, I'm sorry. All my favorite songs are slow and sad. There you go. So there's my little demo of that bit. So yeah. So that pretty much brings me to the end of this fantastic podcast that you will become big fans of. Okay. I really hope you enjoyed this first episode. I'm sorry if it's kind of bad. It is the first episode. I'm gonna get more with it. My friend Tanner, who's really amazing, I might actually start a podcast with him as well. We've been talking about it. He's gonna come over on Monday and Tuesday and give me some, like, really help me get set up with programs and things. Right now I'm using this thing called Clean Feed because I wrote good reviews on it. I used Audacity before. That was so stupid of me because it literally crashed. I'm literally such a noob. Anyway, so he's going to come out and he's going to, like, really get my setup. He's going to check out my Amazon setup. He's going to recommend things to me. He's really going to get me sorted out because he's got, like, certificates and, like, sound production and stuff from school. So this is right up his alley and he's really going to help me with it. And yeah, so it's going to get better. But yeah, so it might be better right now, but it's just because it's the first episode. So just, like, bear with me, please. And I really hope that everyone has enjoyed listening. So I'm just going to repeat again. This will be done in seasons. So there's going to be 10 episodes released every week, Saturday at 5 p.m. And then I'm going to take a break. And I'll decide then how long I want the break to be. And I'll put that on my Instagram. I'll probably say it in the last episode of the podcast for season 1. That'll be the situation. And then I'll go into season 2 and do another 10 weeks. And then, you know what I mean? And it goes on and on. So yeah, I really hope that you've all enjoyed. Actually, hang on.
I really hope that you've all sincerely enjoyed the podcast, and I'm putting this voice on because I love the voice, and I want to make the most of my little Amazon thing. Anyway, so I'm going to put some non-copyright sound outro music to finish off the podcast because I'm an NPC. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in. I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in. I don't want to fit in. Have you ever seen me without this stupid hat? That's weird. Sorry, okay. Didn't know why I did that. Anyway, here we go. Wait. Sorry. Thank you all so much for listening.